The bill for the planet's climate emergency just keeps building up. World governments, corporations and individuals this year began to wake up the crippling cost of minimizing global heating. However, 2019 also left some horrific clues that doing nothing would be far more expensive. Extreme weather, driven by climate change, hit every populated continent this year, killing, injuring and displacing millions of people, and causing billions of dollars of economic damage, according to a report by Christian Aid. The charity has catalogued 15 of the most destructive droughts, floods, fires, typhoons and cyclones of 2019, each of which caused damage of more than $1 billion, £770 million. 7 of the events cost more than $10 billion each. Worse, some of these figures are likely to be underestimates. In some cases they include only insured losses and do not take into account the costs of lost productivity and uninsured losses. All of these billion-dollar disasters are linked with human-caused climate change. In some cases scientific studies have shown that climate change made the particular event more likely or stronger, for example with Cyclone Idai in Africa and floods in India and America. In other cases, the event was the result of shifts in weather patterns, such as higher temperatures and reduced rainfall that made fires more likely, or warmer water temperatures that supercharged tropical storms, which are themselves consequences of climate change. Adele Thomas, director of the Climate Change Research Center at the University of the Bahamas, senior research associate at Climate Analytics Aid, in small island developing states, such as the Bahamas where I'm from, we've experienced firsthand the repeated devastation caused by the climate crisis. Most recently, the record-breaking Hurricane Dorian destroyed lives, livelihoods and our sense of security. This was, unfortunately, not an isolated event because multiple hurricanes in recent years have resulted in unprecedented devastation throughout the Caribbean region. The great tragedy of climate change is that it is the poorest and most vulnerable who suffer the most, despite us doing the least to cause it. However, as this year has shown, no continent is immune from global warming and its impacts. Its vital countries step up and deliver stronger action plans and much increased ambition before the COP26 summit in Glasgow next November. The most financially costly disasters identified by the report were wildfires in California, which caused $25 billion in damage, followed by Typhoon Hagibis in Japan, $15 billion, and floods in the American Midwest, $12.5 billion, and China, $12 billion. The events with the greatest loss of life were floods in northern India, which killed 1,900, and Cyclone Idai which killed 1,300. January saw. For more on this story, visit the news article link.